My name is Kristen Goodfellow, and today I will be talking to you guys about the early Renaissance. So an overview, basically it began around the 1400s and it focused a lot on humanism and I guess Christianity and lifelike proportions and facial expressions, and I guess this was the time where the body was kind of being admired, so a lot of painters focused on that. So the main people in this presentation are going to be Giotto, Masaccio, and Mantegna. So first, Giotto, he used a lot of Gothic and Byzantine artistic traditions, but kind of tried to break away from it during the early Renaissance. He was the first big artist. He focused a lot on facial expressions and studied a lot about nature. He really admired nature and wanted to infuse paintings with the reality. So he really wanted to get the realistic part of it. And one of his famous works was the Ogna Santi Madonna. So this is a picture of it. So basically in this picture, it's the Virgin Mary holding the Christ child in her lap, and around is and obviously it's a Christian painting. Around is the angels and everything surrounding them and the saints. So this painting shows the Gothic kind of traditions for the throne. If you could see, the throne is kind of decorated, which brings out the Gothic traditions in it. And then the altar is supposed to represent stiffness, which is the Byzantine kind of traditions. And you can tell that it's obviously Christian based, even though this is the time of humanism and everything. That was kind of the argument about all this. Second is Masaccio. He was the first person to ever paint nude. He kind of followed in the footsteps of Giotto and kind of broke away from his traditions, wanted to show more of the non-Gothic or Byzantine traditions. One of his famous paintings were the Money Tribute, which is in the Bible. This is basically a scene from the Gospel of Matthew, and it's located in Florence, Italy, and it shows the life of St. Peter and Jesus showing him the coin that is in the fish's mouth that is going to help him pay for the temple tax. So once again, it's another Christian-based painting, which is, again, where the whole argument is behind this. And then there's Mantegna, and he was really focused on perspective. He took a sculpture approach to his painting, so a lot of it was very stone-like, and you'll be able to tell when I show you the picture. He began at a very young age. It was really hard to do research on him because he was kind of a single artist. He started really young, was working with a lot of people, and then kind of broke off and did his own thing. One of his famous works were the St. Jerome in the Wilderness, which is the next slide. This is a picture of his painting, and you could tell, like I said, it was really stone-like and gritty, so you could tell that he approached art differently. And this painting was actually really common. He wasn't the first to paint this, he wasn't the last to paint this, but he was, like, everybody was influenced by him. After he painted it, it got popular. It got really popular in the time. So basically the argument behind this whole early Renaissance art is what were all the new traditions that were represented in the early times, and was religion a high focus? Like you saw, the humanism, they tried to take humanism approaches to art, but every painting was really Christian based and had a lot to do with the Bible and God and Jesus and everything. So the main argument is humanism versus Christianity. What traditions broke off, what traditions stayed over time, and that is all. Thank you for listening.